Since this is with University of Brighton, I would say the top two conversations that we usually start with is A, that we are top 50 in England for graduate prospects, which means that we do put in a lot of emphasis and effort into ensuring that where our students are going after they complete their degrees. And then we do go beyond our measures in helping them out as well. I'll cover more about careers in the slides as well. And then the second one would be that we recently had a 300 million pounds it's called the Big Build investment that we did. So we have new campus buildings, new School of Business and Law, new student spaces, gymnasium, sports center, accommodations, just to kind of just to kind of ensure that we are giving the students state-of-the-art facilities and to enhance their experience as international students in Brighton. So throughout the presentation, I'll cover most of our USPs and then our entry requirements, fees, scholarships. At any time, if you have any questions or queries, feel free to just, unmute and speak with me. Something that works out really well for us is our location. Brighton is a fantastic location for international students. We're a top 100 best student city as per QS 2025 rankings. We also are one of the sunniest city in the UK. So we are in the east of Sussex, and it's a very popular beach city. We recently got ranked as the Times top 50 cities in the world as well, just to kind of re-emphasize on that. Then we're also just 50 minutes from central London by train, which also makes London just a 1 hour ride from our train station. So we literally have staffs who lives in London and commutes to Brighton. So very convenient. We're also just 30 minutes from London's Gatwick Airport, which means even coming to Brighton is very easy because Brighton and Gatwick are very well connected. Moving on. In terms of location, we have three campuses all in Brighton only. Almost 14% of the population of Brighton is students, international students. So it's a very student-friendly and student-centric city. We are very big on music, arts, sports. We have the Brighton and Hove Albions, which is a very popular football team. So quite popular there. Um, These are just some pictures from Brighton. It's on the top right, the top left one is the Royal Pavilion, which is a very popular tourist monument over there. Then we have just a band performing. Then you can also see the Brighton and Hove Albions playing at the American Express Football Stadium. And then we have the Brighton Pride Parade. So the Brighton Pride Parade is one of the biggest LGBTQ parades that we have in the UK. Mm-mm. Now, just some facts about us. We currently have a 91.4% graduate employability rate, which means more than 91% of our students go for jobs or go for further study or have a job within 15 months of completing their degree. We in general are top 50 in the UK, of course, already highlighted. Then we have a silver TEF rating for our teaching. Then we recently got accredited by our business school got accredited by AACSB. Only 6% of top business schools in the world currently have this one. So now we are kind of in the top range. They're also very we're also very LGBTQ averse and a employee friendly university. Moving on. In terms of numbers, we currently have approximately 17,000 students, of which 3,000 are international students. We have 500 plus courses which we offer in our seven academic departments. And then we have a very big alumni network. We have 180,000 alumni, which spread across 140 destinations. It's a very good mix and a large mix of alumni that students get access to when they join Brighton. We have a 50 plus accreditations. We just kind of give students the academic reassurance that whatever we are teaching them, whatever we are speaking with them about is relevant and a part of, is recognized by UK bodies as well. Mm, mm. Now these are the academic schools that we currently have. So we have School of Applied Sciences, we have Architecture, Technology, Engineering, then we have Arts and Media, Business and Law, Education, Humanities and Social Science, Sports and Health Science. Then we also have Brighton and Sussex Med School. Moving on. This year we're also offering some new courses. So very, very pleased to announce that at the bachelor's level, we have a course called content creation. Then we also now offer business analytics at the bachelor's level. We also have civil with structural engineering, and then we have a program called pharmaceutical science as well. These all courses are open for 2025 intake. So happy to help with queries as well. At the postgraduate level, we have seen a huge demand for finance and fintech. We also have finance and data analytics, and then we also have MENG, civil with structural engineering. Of course, these courses are also open and now running for the 2025 intake. Moving on. Now, these are the courses for which we are highly ranked. Um, we are second in the UK for education, very, very popular for education. Pharmacy, we are third in the UK. Physiotherapy, we are third in the UK. And then we're also third in the UK for student satisfaction when it comes to economics. We are currently fourth in the UK for student experience for civil engineering specifically. Then for graduate prospects, we are sixth in the UK for mechanical engineering. Then we are seventh in the UK for graduate prospects when it comes to sports. We're also top 20 in the UK for arts and design courses, so very popular for art and design. Brighton has a very huge cohort of, art and design programs that we offer. Not this one. So we have three campuses, all in Brighton only. City, Moulscombe, and Farmer. Now, depending on which academic school your course is in, that will be your campus. I'll just play this video for you to just have an idea that how our campuses are located.
If you know about Brighton, you probably know about the city, the sights, and the sounds. But what's it like on campus? You'll be taught at one of three campuses across Brighton. All our locations are connected by cycle paths, bus routes, and trains. So you could choose where you eat, study, work out, or hang out with friends. All campuses have halls of residence on site or nearby, so you could be living within minutes of your classes. And each campus has been designed for the subjects being taught there. City campus is in the heart of our creative, inspiring city. This is where you'll be if you're studying arts, design, music, and film. Mawson campus is at the heart of the university, where everyone comes together, especially to meet at the Students' Union. It's our biggest campus and student village, where half of our students are studying subjects like business, law, architecture, engineering, humanities, and social sciences. All our education, sports, and health sciences subjects are based at the Farmer campus, where our city meets the countryside. It's just 20 minutes from the city centre, and it's a beautiful place that draws its own crowd. What all Brighton students have in common is that studying here is very hands-on. So wherever you're based, you'll be amongst your people putting your new skills and knowledge into practice in some amazing professional industry standard facilities. And help and advice is available on every campus. Along with your own student support and guidance tutor, our friendly team of advisors are there to point you in the right direction of expert help, whether it's study support, money matters, careers planning, mental health, and well-being. You'll find places to focus, places to collaborate, places to refuel, places to play, places to work things out, places to be inspired, a place to call home, and a place to belong.
Yeah, so as you can see that even though all the campuses are kind of in different sides of the city, they're very well connected with tubes and trains and cycle pathways. So no matter in which part of the town the student is based, it's very easy for them to commute. Now I'll just give you a brief about all the campuses specifically. So Moulscombe is our largest campus. The £300 million investment that I had spoken about at the beginning of the training. That happened on this campus. So new cafes, accommodation, shops, social spaces. We now have a new School of Business and Law as well, which is in the Elm House. So the academic schools that are offered on this campus are School of Business and Law, School of Architecture, Technology, Engineering. Then we have School of Applied Sciences. We have School of Humanities and Social Science. Moving on. So city campus is kind of in the heart of the city. It's very close to, all the art spaces that are popular in Brighton. So this one basically hosts our School of Arts and Media currently. Moving on. Our farmer campus is kind of on the countryside. It's a very gorgeous one space location that we have. It's very beautiful. It's a still work in progress because we have new podiatry labs, physiotherapy labs, new sports arenas. We are still kind of developing some of our labs in the farms in the farmer campus, but it's very gorgeous. It's just adjoining to the American Express football stadium, so very gorgeous location. This one basically has our School of Education, School of Sports and Health Science, and then we also have the Brighton Sussex Med School on this campus. Um, we do offer guaranteed accommodation to all international students for the first year, as long as they are applying to us within the deadlines. Now, the accommodation window usually opens in about April. Until 30th of June, students have the option of applying for the accommodations. We do ask to fill them about 7 to 8 options, and then we try giving them from them. Now, our accommodations are very close to all the campuses, so it's very easy for students to commute. That being said, they can choose whichever accommodation they want to. Also, the accommodations include basic utilities like heating, Wi-Fi, and cleaning, but these all are self-catered, so students will have to cook for themselves. Moving on. Um, I'm so sorry. In terms of employability, we do have quite good employability services. Now, firstly, of course, all our courses have professional development modules embedded in the course just to kind of ensure that students are getting some exposure within their degrees. Then our degrees are professionally accredited. We have placement year options available in a lot of courses at bachelor's and master's level for the September intake, which also gives students some, a chance of getting some experience within their degrees. Then we also have Student Circus. Now, Student Circus is a UK-based company which helps students in finding jobs where international students are accepted globally. So they help students in finding jobs in the UK, outside the UK as well. And now, since they are partnered with us, they offer free of charge service to all our international students. Now on this side, you can see all the accreditations that we offer. Just to kind of highlight a few, our architecture is REBA and ARB accredited. Our psychology is BPS accredited. We pretty much have all the major accreditations for medicine and health sciences, HCPC, General Medical Council. Then we also have CIMA, CIM, structural engineers, supply chain management as well. We have all of those as well. So pretty much all of these. Apart from here, you can find all the accreditations on the course page for the relevant course page. So this is just another talking point while counseling the students. Moving on. Um, in terms of career prospects, of course, now we do give students aid with Student Circus, but then we also have our own facility where we have the career advice cell, which is there to advise students. We also provide support with mentoring, finding jobs. If the student is, we do organize our own career events where students are able to meet with employers and, just to kind of get an idea about how the job market is in the UK. Um, Now coming to the entry requirements for India. For undergraduate students, we mainly require students to have about 65% for CBSE and ISC boards, for 5 subjects with nothing less than 40%. If the student is from CBSE or ISC board and has got 80% and above in English, they can qualify for an IELTS waiver. We do not give waivers to any state board, so CBSE and ISC students will only be eligible for it. Most courses have the IELTS condition of 6.2, but not less than 5.5 in any band. If the student again has IB, we would accept somewhere between 26 to 32. And then if the student is from A levels, we would usually accept a BCC. Same way for postgraduate courses, we minimum require a 55% a minimum 3-year degree and a minimum 55% in a relevant subject. IELTS condition for most of the postgraduate courses is 6.5 with nothing less than 6.0 in each individual component. If the student had again 80% from CBSE and ISE and graduated in the last from school in the last 3 to 5 years, they would be eligible for an IELTS waiver, but that is subject to admissions team review. We currently do accept PTE, we accept IELTS, we accept IELTS one skill retake, and we accept TOEFL. We also accept Oxford OET, Oxford test. Nepal is done. Is done. These are just the English language tests that I was mentioning. So we accept Cambridge, Trinity, Kaplan test is also there, and then there is occupational English test as well that we offer. Now just to kind of give you an idea, for all the portfolio courses that we have, portfolio is the
Could you give me the Nepal requirements as well? I'm so sorry to interrupt.
sorry. You want Nepal requirements?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. So for the undergraduate courses, we do accept the high school, Nepal high school certificate. We just want students to have 65% and above in their grade 12. They will not be qualifying for any waiver, so they will have to take IELTS. Same way if they're going for a postgraduate program. If it's a 3-year degree, we accept a 2.6 GPA. If it's a 4-year degree, we accept a 2.2 GPA. Now, depending on whichever degree or division we have. So most courses we require a 2:2. So if we look at it from Nepali's degree classification, we require students to have a minimum of 65%, somewhere between 65 to 75% for most of the programs. For highly competitive courses like physiotherapy or OSPAP, I would say we might look for a distinction. So it could be like within 80 to 89%. But that's the standard requirement for Nepal as well. Moving on. Yeah. So for portfolio courses, we require a digital portfolio, and the courses that have a portfolio is the key decision maker. So it's very important that students take it very seriously and put a lot of weightage to it, because we do give a decision based on the portfolio only. So it's an online portfolio that we ask for, approximately between 15 to 20 slides. Students have to upload it on a portal and then share the link with us, basically. At the bachelor's level, we pretty much offer every art and design subject: fine arts, fashion studies, architecture, interior design, photography, product design, game design, fashion comms, fashion design. And then at the master's level, we have architecture and urban design. We have architecture, which is RIVA Part 2 accredited. We have fine arts, we have graphic design, we have interior design, we have photography, and then we have sequential design / illustration, which is an MA. Moving on. These are just some societies. So we have 200 plus clubs, societies that are there in Brighton. Now, these clubs and societies have a huge, they do have a lot of weightage, and we do encourage students to kind of participate in these, because apart from academics, this also gives students a sense of belonging, and they kind of also are able to do something else apart from studying. And these do put a lot of these societies are very active, and students who participate in them kind of do benefit a lot with them. So we have a Hindu society, Nepal society, then we have economic society, business society. So quite a lot for students to participate into. Moving on. Again, as I mentioned, Brighton is very big on events, fashion, music. We organize one of the biggest arts festival, biggest music festival of the UK. Then lots of pop-up events happen throughout the year. So lots of, part-time jobs as well for students during the fest seasons or event times. Along with that, these are just some popular events that happen in Brighton: the Great Escape, the Pride Parade that happens by Brighton. Then a lot of other events similar to this. Moving on. So our fees for this year, for 2025 intake for UG courses is mostly 17,000 to £50. If someone wants to go for a placement year, that would be around £1,850. Postgraduate courses start from about £16,900 and go up to £18,900. We do have MDes courses as well, for which the tuition fees is around similar only. We currently do have a £5,000 deposit. It's a precast deposit, so students need to pay it before CAS. So ultimately, students will only be awarded the CAS once they have paid the deposit and uploaded the receipt on the student portal. Moving on. Now just to kind of give you an idea about the CAS process. So of course, the first step is to get the conditional offer. Once you've got the conditional offer, complete your conditions, get the unconditional. And once you get the unconditional, the precast questionnaire will load on the portal. So the agent has to complete the precast questionnaire and submit it. So once you have submitted the precast questionnaire, your role with the portal kind of ends because the CAS team does not have access to the portal. So they'll not be able to see any documents that are uploaded over there. If they require anything, they'll be communicating with you via email. So you also revert to them via emails only. So while filling the precast, also ask the student to have their funds document ready and prepare them for a precast interview because we're currently seeing a lot of students being asked for a interview. So yes, conditional, unconditional, precast, funds, precast interview, deposit, in between, and then the CAS is issued. Now, it's completely fine if the student wants to pay, if the student wants to wait till about their precast interviews cleared and then pay the deposit, but we do have some scholarship deadlines. So we currently offer a vice chancellor scholarship of £2,500 for PG and £5,500 for UG. So the £5,500 is basically 2,500 for the first year, and then 1,500 for year 2 and year 3. Now, to get the scholarship, the student just needs to meet our deadline. The deadline for unconditional is, I believe, around 5th of August, and the deadline to apply for CAS and pay the deposit is ideally 15th of August. So anyone who's waiting to pay the deposit after that might not get the scholarship. I think with that, we kind of come to an end of the presentation.